Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my new wrestling channel. Here on Wrestling Jesus 1, 2, 3. Somebody sent me a link to a video. Apparently Matt Morgan is bashing internet wrestling fans, the usual bullshit. Wrestlers getting on top of their high horse just because they pretend to fight. Apparently they're better than us, shit like this. He says that we're all virgins, a bunch of dorks with glasses. False! I've been laid, bitch! I've been laid! We don't know anything about wrestling. Some people on here are like fucking wrestling encyclopedias. They don't even have brains. It's a fucking book full of wrestling. That's, you know, some people know a shitload of stuff about wrestling. You know, it's unfair for these wrestlers. You're not a wrestler. You're not allowed to know about wrestling. Fuck you. We pay money to go watch the shows. We've been watching this shit for years. We know if your match sucks or not. We know if you fuck up or not. The wrestling world wants us to be all idiots. Apparently we're all desperate retards who don't know anything. Like this. Well, you know, I'm sorry there, but we're not all retards. After years of watching, we get to understand that it's, you know, fake, and we know what you're doing, you know. This is pathetic that we don't know anything. Dave Metzer knows. There's only a couple people, apparently, who are allowed to know about wrestling. Just because we don't have a wrestling website doesn't mean that we don't know stuff about wrestling. If you, Matt Morgan, steal moves from Undertaker, we can see that you're a big fat goofball, not fat there, but a big dumb goofball that stutters, that cuts bad promos. We can understand this. We see him with his big beard. We can see that he's still a goofball retard that hasn't improved in the last 10 years there. We know that he sucks. We don't have to be Dave Metzer to know this. So fuck Dave Metzer and fuck Matt Morgan. Every Joe Blow can start a radio show. It's called Freedom. What is this? Like he's pissed off that people have radio shows about wrestling. Apparently we're allowed to be wrestling fans. We're just not allowed to talk about it. You know? What the fuck kind of sick mentality is this? You know? The wrestling world is fucked up with that shit. We don't have the right to talk about wrestling. Yes, we do. Freedom of speech, motherfuckers. He says that it pisses him off. It makes him boil that we talk about wrestling and that we criticize squash matches or whatever. You know, imagine that. Wrestlers, not only are they against freedom of speech, apparently, but they get upset if we talk about wrestling. How petty and stupid is this? Very stupid. And it's not just Matt Morgan. The whole wrestling world always gives out this type of message. Every week someone comes out to tell us that we're stupid because they're putting on bad shows, you know. The wrestling world has gone like this, but apparently it's all us that are stupid. Yeah. Okay. Fuck you. He says that we're not athletes. He's not an athlete either. He just pretends to fight. It's not a real sport. He's not in the game, you know, so he's not an athlete. Straight up. We can't talk about wrestling because we're not wrestlers. You have movie critics who are allowed to talk about movies. They're not actors, and they're in the newspaper. Shit like this. Why are non-wrestlers not allowed to talk about wrestling? This is dumb. It's some kind of Korean regime with these wrestlers. You're not allowed to judge us at all because you're not wrestlers. These are the rules that we've established. No freedom of speech. Fuck is that shit? Fuck them. Fuck the wrestling industry for that shit. We're just bottom-feeding assholes Obviously, Matt Morgan is the asshole, and nobody's bought and feeding off of Matt Morgan with his shitty wrestling there. Shitty promos, shitty wrestling. The guy hasn't improved. Fucking a kick like Sheamus. You know, he's full of fucking botches. His matches suck. They're always boring. We don't need to be wrestlers to understand that. Matt Morgan once blocked me on Twitter because I told him he was stealing moves from real talented big man wrestlers. He got pissed off. He told me something like that there. Oh, shut up, fat motherfucker. You're not in the business, motherfucker. And he blocked me, something like this. The guy's a total whack job. Because people tell him he has boring matches, which is the truth. He tries to shut down the entire wrestling community from having a voice. What a big fat retarded douchebag. Fuck Matt Morgan. Never bought a pay-per-view to see your retarded ass. Never will. Never clicked on anything apart from this video of you bashing us. That, you know, there's nothing for me. Yeah, Matt Morgan, let me watch this. No, nothing. There's nothing that you will ever be on that will make me fucking watch or purchase it. I watch TNA because it's wrestling, not because you're there. You're just a big fat boring goofball. Never impressed anyone. Can't be taken seriously. Just a big fat joke. Steroid wrestler. That's all he is. A big boring steroid wrestler that sucks fucking dick. If TNA gives him the belt, it doesn't mean jack shit. Just a big fat fucking, you know. He's not like really that athletic either. He's like weird there. Like how the fuck do you say this again? I don't remember how you called it there. He sucks. Fuck him. That's good enough. Fucking fuck. Until next time, he's clumsy. There you go. Big clumsy retarded goofball. Fuck. Until next time. Peace.